Hello, everybody. Welcome to Girl Let's Agree to Disagree. Oh my God, we haven't done this in such a long time. We're so sorry that you had to wait. We, like, as you can see, Chada right here is in her hotel room. I'm here in Kemi's apartment. We're a hot mess in New York City for tomorrow's Big Brother premiere. We're so excited. My gosh, I just saw Chada like literally an hour. Was it an hour and a half ago?
Yeah, about an hour and a half ago, and I got back to the hotel and instantly changed into a robe, and here we are.
Yeah. Wait, is that the hotel room? Because you look like super plush right now.
Yes, it's the hotel robe.
Ooh, look at that. Chada's living her best
I
hotel
agree, yeah.
luxury robe life
I'm
right
living the
now.
sweet life of Zach and Cody life.
Yeah. We're gonna yeah. No, not potato goose saying Chada giving Dom top energy. Ah!
My
I'm
parents are
excited.
probably watching.
Oh no, let's not. Let's not do that.
Oh
Okay,
my
so
gosh.
as we all know, like the cast just came out today. Yo, this has been a mess. So first of all, apologies because I feel like maybe not all of us are even incredibly knowledgeable about what the hell this cast is going to look like. We just had someone replaced like literally an hour ago.
Mm-hmm.
This like so we got the house pictures today. We got all the cast pictures today. So in the midst of everybody traveling, Chada, you just got in today, right?
Yeah, the cast came out like as soon as I landed.
Yeah, as so aside from us just getting everything today, obviously it doesn't help us prepare. So we're living our best messy life today. So don't judge us. We're still probably waiting. Maybe Brady might come in. Maybe I don't know. We're waiting for like busy. I don't know. Nobody's answering their phone. So we apologize. It might just be Chada and us today, which is a-okay. Final
Girl,
two?
to disagree. Yeah, oh,
Yeah.
true.
Final two?
Final
Final two.
two.
Final two Chicago girls? Like that makes
Yes.
sense. We
Oh,
need our
instead of Chilltown, it can simply be Chi-Town. There we go. We have a
You
final
heard it
two.
here.
You
You
heard
heard
it
it
here
here
first.
first. Chada and Jay Milagros have a final two called Shy Town.
Also, wait, can you pin Danny T's comment because he said I saw his AGT clip. He should have stuck with Big Brother because he isn't going far.
Wait, who said that? Wait, who?
It was Danny at 11:40.
Was this in the beginning?
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry. Oh,
Towards
wait. Oh.
I saw his AGT clip. He should have stuck with BB because he isn't going far in AGT.
Okay, let's
Danny
talk about this really quick
manipulating.
because this is just like high. This is the hot piping tea that we still, I don't even know if we know exactly what is up with
Yeah.
this change, but apparently we have a cast change. I thought it was going to be a different cast change when they said that they replaced somebody. I thought it was going to be the problematic Turner guy, right?
Mhm.
What's his
Mhm.
name?
Matthew.
So Matthew. So I thought it was Matthew Turner at first, and I was like, oh, Big Brother is on their thing, and they decided to switch or replace Matthew Turner for
Mhm.
another guy, but that was not the case. What we saw was the other and I'm sorry because I can't remember all of their names already. What was his name? Marvin?
Yeah,
What's his name?
Marvin or Martin.
So
Martin.
Martin,
Yeah, with the T.
yeah,
With him.
he was the Nigerian. He was a Nigerian from Houston, the chemical engineer.
Oh,
Yes,
Marvin. Sorry.
Marvin,
Got
thank
it.
you. Marvin, and again, we apologize because we've all been traveling, going all over. Braden's gonna hop in quickly in 5 minutes, but he got taken out apparently because he is on America's Got Talent, and so they replaced him with another guy named Jonathan.
But
We don't know much about Jonathan.
wait, do you mean
What was
Joseph?
the question?
Is it
Joseph,
Joseph?
sorry.
So what I'm
Just
not understanding is what do they mean by he's on AGT? Was he on a previous season? So contractually he just isn't allowed to do Big Brother, or is he on right now? And how does that even
see,
work?
that's what we're unsure of.
Mhm.
But when the cast came out, people automatically took to Twitter and they started, doing their magic as BB Twitter does,
Mhm.
and found out that he was on America's Got Talent. So I don't know. I thought that was like an old clip, but apparently it's a newer clip. So maybe they had to take him out to put him in. I think this is all speculation though. I don't think that it's specifically maybe AGT. It could be a COVID situation. It could be that he got tired being in sequester, because sequester is rough. Like
Mhm.
if you're in sequester for like a week and a half, almost 2 weeks, like you go kind of wild. You start to think, is this even worth me staying here? And it didn't really look like he was a Big Brother fan. Like
Mhm.
it's not like he was a super stan where he's like wanted to do this his whole life. So I don't know. I would just think that maybe they just took him out. If whether we don't know. This is all speculation whether he
Mhm.
quit or whether he was taken out because he made made it to another level of America's Got Talent. I'm not quite sure. Either way, that would be a little bit of a miss on CBS's side, because it's kind of like,
Right?
how are you gonna have someone in sequester knowing that they're about, or that they were contractually obligated to be on America's Got Talent?
Yeah, I don't know if that's true because I mean, we obviously can't really discuss the behind the scenes intricacies of Big Brother, but what we can tell you is that um if you're talent on CBS, then you can only be talent on CBS. That's part of your contract. I'm pretty sure that's public information. So if they knew that he was on an NBC show, because I'm pretty sure AGT is on NBC, then how did he even make it past the first round of Big Brother auditions? Because all that paperwork that we have to do. So that's what's confusing to me, but I don't know if that's just speculation. Or like you said, maybe he just quit. Maybe he tested positive for COVID. Who knows?
Yeah, that seems like a big miss, and I agree with you, because usually with contracts, they're very like, you can't do another show for X amount of time. For us, it was
Mhm.
like 2 years,
Same.
so I couldn't imagine. Yeah, so I couldn't imagine something like, because that's NBC, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Let me look it up.
Yes. Yeah. But however, who we do have in his place, I'm going to show you, is what Big Brother had just posted. Let me know if you see this. Do you see this?
Let me see.
Bam.
Yeah.
So in the screen, he has been replaced. So it says Marvin will no longer be our house guest, and we're excited to welcome Joseph, a 24-year-old lawyer from Lake Worth, Florida. Now, we don't know who he is. I mean, all we know is that he's a lawyer.
Hmm.
Of course, he's fine. He's a good looking. Everybody thinks like he is so hot. He is so hot. So maybe this was for the better.
Okay,
Maybe
I'm
this
not
was
gonna
for the
comment on his
better.
look, but he does kind of he reminds me of Rohan a bit. Hey Bray.
Oh,
My
hey.
queens.
Wait, where are you? Are you like home or are you in our home?
I'm not neither.
Oh.
He's somewhere. He's somewhere in the world. He's somewhere.
I'm out of
Hmm.
friends. I didn't know this was
Not you
happening
having
today.
huh?
Today I didn't know this was happening today.
Well, Braden doesn't like to look at his text messages,
This is
so
true.
we're
This
I
is
okay.
picked it
true.
up from Queen Chada herself.
Huh?
Yes.
Not Miss Jelly, like it don't make sense why he's so fine.
This is
Listen, he does give me
not
Rohan vibes. He gives me like Rohan and like Josiah vibes.
yes, I was just saying that. I was saying I'm not gonna comment on his looks because I mean we've only gotten one picture from him, but he does remind me of Ro.
Isn't this funny how we can make so many decisions on one picture? 'Cause
Right.
This is literally the only information that we have.
Also, like, imagine how crazy that is. Like when he comes out of the house and he's like, "Yeah, guys, literally the night before, I got told that was gonna be a show,
Like, that's insane.
like hours before
Let's
premiere."
see. As of like 3 p.m. today, he was probably thinking like, okay, well, I guess I'm going home tomorrow. Like I can see my family, I can see this person, that person, I can do this. And then at what, like 7 p.m., 8 p.m., 9
Yeah.
p.m.
They're like, "You're on."
knock on the door. So actually, that's insane because he's probably, I mean, I'm just thinking back to my sequester experience because it was the most recent one. And I would have, like, if I was an alternate, I would have probably checked out by like day 4 or 5. I
Of
would have
course.
given up hope. I would have stopped thinking about the game. Like, if it happens, great, but it's probably not going to happen. So he's going to have to, you know, have a very quick turnaround to get himself in the headspace that's required to play the game. But he's a lawyer, so I feel like if anyone is equipped to do so, it's
Wasn't he
him.
the second lawyer too? Because isn't the other guy a lawyer too?
Yeah.
Michael.
So I wonder if he's
Listen.
going to be honest about
Not
that.
X starting the archetype for lawyers, the lawyer to win BB
Listen,
pipeline.
I told not you applying. I told X that I want to go to law school eventually. And then I also want to come back and do a future season of Big Brother. So
Well, you'll win, and you'll be even more reason to be casted now. If you're a lawyer, wow.
Okay, wait. I want to know how everybody, y'all, like seriously. He said he just recently graduated from law school. I want to know how everybody knows this man's business, and he literally just like his picture just came out like an hour ago.
Listen,
Like,
you know
how?
how the BB Twitter fans be.
I mean, I
The
love it.
FBI
That's what I
needs
love
to
about
be-
y'all.
The FBI needs to go into retirement because just tell the BB fans that you're looking for someone, found.
BB Twitter really is the CIA. It really
No,
is.
fully. Anything they need, anything you need, they will figure it out for you.
No, for real.
Oh my God. Yeah. BB Twitter definitely works fast. I mean, so this is the newest edition. Of course, this isn't the only drama because the Marvin, like that really caught us off guard. This was not what was expected. The big twist, not the big twist, but the big tea for the day was basically Mr. Turner. What's his name again? I keep on forgetting. Why do I keep on forgetting his name?
Mike?
Huh?
No,
Mike?
Matt.
Matt? Mitchell?
Matt.
Matthew. So Matthew Turner, who is a thrift store. He's a thrift store owner. That's what they say on his. That's what it says on
That's
his.
what I also say about my closet.
wait, but seriously, I sold some shit from my closet. So does that make me a thrift store owner as
Period,
well?
Pooh. An
Essentially.
entrepreneur in the making. Who's doing it like you?
Yeah, I mean seriously. So I
Wait.
could add that to my list.
Not him simply having a Depop account or a Poshmark account. And
No,
then
that's
him
what I'm
buying-
saying. And he's like,
Oh my God.
No.
thrift store owner.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sure it would totally be thrift store owner turn like into Poshmark. It's like his Poshmark account. That's basically it. I mean, we don't know. We're just talking shit, but seriously, we thought that he would be. I thought that he would be the problematic one. And when they said that they switched somebody, I automatically thought, oh, CBS did their duty. They found out someone was problematic, and they switched this man out with somebody else. Perfect. But that was not the case, right? So for whoever doesn't know, which I'm sure you all do because you all are super BB like fans, stands, you probably know more than what we know already, since we've all been either traveling or doing our own thing. It's been a crazy week. But Matthew Turner ended up having his sister post on Twitter and literally drag his name through the mud. What people don't know is that she was also very problematic herself.
No,
And
when
as
Devon said that we all hit her with the reverse Uno card +4, very that.
I haven't like Jess and I have been out and about all day, so we haven't seen any of this unfold on Twitter.
No, we've just been kind of out and about. And really, the only reason I just said let's all get together and just touch base is because we definitely are going to be covering the season. But we wanted to do something a little bit before the BB premiere because once tomorrow hits, it's going to be quite wild.
Pandemonium.
Yeah, it's going to be quite wild. Tomorrow's event in New York is going to be like, oh, I don't know. I don't want to throw your business out there, right? But I mean, you are on the other side.
Yeah, I'm not on the East Coast, unfortunately.
You're not East Coast. You are West Coast, but there's something else going on the West Coast. So they're also premiere parties or anything, but I don't know.
True.
You know, you could also be experiencing those. But the one that we're going to be doing in New York City is definitely going to be about like, I don't know. It's going to be a wild amount of past house guests and a very eclectic mix that I think people would not know that we're going to be there. So yeah. I think we can say like some people that are rumored to show up. People like Rennie from season 10, who is absolute iconic queen. It's like that is probably the most excited that I've ever been to see a season 10 queen, and especially someone like Rennie, because Rennie's iconic. So iconic. Want to give a quick shout out to Pika Rich. Thank you for always supporting our channel with the super chat. He says, hi guys, hola Jessica, ¿cómo están todos? Estamos bien. We're so excited.
Hola, muchas gracias.
Yeah, we are so excited. Our girl Madison.
Hey,
she's always been on this. Hey Madison. Yes, we're all like super pumped. Just to go through quickly, because I know it's late. I know y'all probably want to go to sleep.
I do have to leave in approximately 1.5 minutes, but
oh my god, a minute and a half.
Not a minute and a
half. Not a minute and a half. But
like, hey Siri, play 4 Minutes by Madonna.
I love it. But we will just quickly go through maybe like top things of what we expect each house guest to be. I think that it would be really cool to just do something like that. I'm going to share, let me see. I'm going to share this stop screen. I'm going to share this. And because I'm extra bougie like this, I am going to share.
Do we know anything about the twists?
No, just that America will be voting on premiere night or on eviction night or on premiere night.
Okay, and then it's going to be something different than we've ever seen before, or at least the first eviction night, right?
Yeah, and then apparently
they always?
Not even the nominees could be the ones going home.
Yeah.
I just feel like that's going to be too many twists at once.
It's giving Manwan.
Yeah.
that's what people have been saying, that it's giving very Manwan vibes. She did mention, like Julie did mention, that there's going to be new competitions that have never been seen before. I feel like they're trying to do everything super new so that people are just, I mean, what do we all think about the house? Has everybody seen the house?
It's giving meh.
Not from BB Can, of course. You're gonna always look at it and think that it looks meh, but it's kind of a Palm Springs motel vibe.
It's cute. I can't lie. I mean, I feel like the Have Not room is a blast. You just get to sleep on floaties. You're kidding.
I actually kind of love that.
I haven't seen the house pictures.
Oh
no?
Would you mind pulling them up?
I will. I'll pull them up. Sure.
It seems like it seems cute. Like, it doesn't seem like anything revolutionary, groundbreaking. It seems cute. Okay. It's very much, when they said BB Motel, I said absolutely, babe.
They said Motel 6. They said Airbnb in Philly.
Airbnb in Culver City, absolutely.
No, not the one in Culver City. We don't know about that one. But what was I going to ask? Oh, yeah. Would you say it's better than the BB23 house or even the BB22 house?
It's better. It's definitely better than the 21 house, if that makes any, if that helps at all, which I don't think it would because ours was just not
It's
all that
cute. Like
great.
it's what you would expect it to be. Like it's cute, beachy, nothing crazy. They kept the new stairs, which I thought was nice. It's cute.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
But
wait, you like the new stairs? I missed the old
I
one.
mean, I like the iconic spiral, but it is, nice to switch it up.
I liked the new stairs for Celebrity Big Brother because that just helped like distinguish Celebrity BB from regular BB. But I miss the old stairs, and this is gonna be so weird for me to see. Oh, that's
Look, I'm kind of living for this living room.
It's cute.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. This is a cute
It's
living
just
room.
the color TV sign in the kitchen is just strange to me.
So this is the living room. Then we have, yes, the HOH room is giving a vibe.
Thank the freaking Lord they did something about those ceilings because you
Not the
could
new
see
ceiling tile.
handprints from 17 years ago on those ceilings. No, it was dusty, it was crusty, it was musty. I was scared I was gonna develop some sort of infection.
On
Also,
my
shout out to
season,
Moose and Peter in the comments. Anyway,
the what?
the comments of the tweet.
Oh, Moose. HOH is classy. But anyway, okay, so that's the HOH room. It looks cute,
So,
very modern.
yeah, very modern. Let's see. We have this is what I think. Oh, this is one of the bedrooms.
No, the Joker's room. Oh,
Is this the Joker's room?
yeah.
Maybe. It just looks so small. Oh, yes,
Never.
yes. This was our RV. This was the RV in our season.
Yeah.
So, yes,
Never.
that's the Joker's room. Then we have the kitchen area. Very like
Mhm.
70s, like ish, right?
I
You
think
got
there's
them
just so many
70s to old
different
school
themes
vibes.
going on. Like in my mind, the HOH room does not fit with the theme of the house.
No,
You
you're
said
right.
what? The what?
That the HOH room I feel like
I
does
don't
not
think I
fit with the
said.
theme of the house.
I would
I
agree.
keep on forgetting. I was wondering if they had other pictures. Sorry, I am on the BB Twitter because I don't. We just didn't have any time. But yeah, you kind of get the gist of what that looks like. What we have in terms of people. Let's just because I had them on. Let's stop this and then share the.
Wait,
people.
I have to go, my loves.
No.
But I love you all. I will be in the comments potentially. But I'm so excited to recap a new season of BB with you guys. You guys have so much fun in New York without me.
We miss
and
you.
I love you all.
That's true.
You too, Bray. Miss you. I'll see you soon.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
See you.
Did someone say, I don't know what that means, no dark mode? What are you talking about, no dark mode? Oh, I'm on my computer. So is there a dark mode for the computer? I don't know. I'm old, y'all.
I would not know what to do either.
You know what? I totally agree with this. The kitchen does look a little Saved by the Bell-ish. You're totally right. It kind of gives me the diner vibes.
Oh, okay.
Right?
I've never seen Saved by the Bell. I've never seen it.
Not Elizabeth saying the bedroom looks like an 8-year-old designed it.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, not that.
Like Bray said, the house is cute, but there doesn't seem to be much cohesion between the different rooms. And it just makes me sad to see that. It's almost like, you know, when you grew up in your childhood home and then your family moves out and then you come back decades later to see what it looks like to maybe knock on the door and say hi to the new family that lives there. That's what I'm experiencing right now. I'm like, it makes me sad that they've done something to my home.
What the hell just happened? No, you didn't. Yeah. That's like, oh, I'm so upset. Look at me doing Forbes. So this was like on Forbes, yeah, because that's what I do. So this is Alyssa Snyder. We're gonna even start from the beginning. In alphabetical order. Alyssa Snyder, another Alyssa from Sarasota. She's I believe what she says is she's a marketing rep. She's 20 for, says that she is a Big Brother fan. She, like Alyssa, has watched all of Big Brother. What do we think?
So my Alyssa, my girl, knows this girl, Alyssa, because they're from the same town and they have mutual friends, I guess. And fun fact, she's even modeled for some of Alyssa's swimwear brand.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, shout out to Molly Bird. She's, I guess, modeled in the past for Molly Bird or done some sort of like collaborative work with them. So Alyssa said that they used to talk about how big of Big Brother fans they were. So that tells me that she's not one of those people who's lying and simply claiming that she's a huge Big Brother fan. If Alyssa, says that she's an actual super fan, then I believe her. And I, to be honest, I wasn't too impressed by her answers, but
they were very one-word answers.
Yes, but I don't know if that was editing. Like she could have given these really long, elaborate explanations, and they could have been like, well, actually, we don't have any time left in the video, so we're just gonna make you, so we're gonna make your bit less than 5 seconds long for each answer. So I feel like we didn't really get enough of her. She, based on what she did say, she was giving all of like the textbook correct answers. So like if she's in power, she's gonna bring someone. Or she's going to go after the big threat, or if she gets to the end, she's going to take the person she can beat over her closest ally. And in theory, those answers are perfect. But I feel like the best players, the ones that understand the game the most, are the ones that can acknowledge how adaptable you have to be. And the fact that once you do get to that point, your personal relationships with the other house guests might get in the way of how you intended to play the game. So if you're going into the house kind of allowing yourself to be adaptable and flexible in that regard, that tells me you understand what you're getting into versus just knowing what you're supposed to do in ideal circumstances. And that was a really long-winded explanation. I am so sorry.
That makes so much sense. That does make so much sense.
Yeah, I'm excited to see her play. She's a young woman, and I want nothing more than for her to do well, especially because young women are often underestimated in this game. But do I think she has what it takes to win? As of right now, I'm thinking no. But prove me wrong, Miss Alyssa.
For real. I'm totally, I agree with you 100%. I don't like, the thing is that right with these bios and basically these one-word answers, like everything really changes when you're inside the house, because it's what's going to matter is basically the dynamic of the players, right? And so you just never know. Like she's of course she's not my top pick. We can keep going, and but I do take to account that that she does know Alyssa, she knows the game, she's passionate about it. I think that she definitely would want to make some strategic moves, and she's in marketing. Mm-hmm. So yeah. Oh shit. Wait. Let's see. Big Dude said that he wanted to come on.
Oh, okay.
Shall we have him? Do we have a little bit of chaos, a little bit of drama?
Yes.
Do you want to hear what he has to say about these people? I always say, hey, look, this is called Girl, Let's Agree to Disagree. So the more the more that we have in terms of different perspectives, the better. And I'm always up for a little, to know a little bit about what he thinks.
A little chat.
Yes, but now we have the second is Amira Jones, who is 31, and she's a content designer. Not a content creator. She's a content designer, which is, I'm assuming, a little bit different. I think that a content designer would be just more people who would actually design what you post on Instagram, kind of like more Canva-like, or just, things like that. What do we think of her?
You go first, since I went first for Miss Alyssa.
I think, you know what, she's very sweet. I think she's endearing. She's obviously gorgeous.
Mm.
And I think, though, the problem here may lie in the fact that there were a couple of answers that she said that made it seem like she was going to really be a little bit by the book, which it, like, she said that she would kind of like vote with the house, things about that. And I'm just trying to figure out, like, and she also looks like she has not watched a lot of Big Brother. So she's just kind of in that middle tier where maybe she's just watched like 2 or 3 seasons. So I'm a little indecisive about her. Yeah, mainly because she just screamed like a very, very nice girl.
Yeah, absolutely. She seems very pleasant. She's stunning. I mean, stunning. And if I were in the house, I would definitely be open to living with her. Now, in terms of the game, I don't know if her kindness and her sweetness will make her a naive player, because like you said, it doesn't seem like she's watched too many seasons of this show. So again, it goes back to my question, does she understand what she's getting into? Does she understand how tumultuous this game can get and how fickle this game can be? The one thing that I do like about her is, actually, yeah, I would agree with Michael. I'm sorry if I mispronounced her name. She does look a bit trusting, but she is 31. So I feel like when you're in your 30s, you've seen a bit more than someone who's just 21 or 22. So, maybe looks can be deceiving in this case. But the thing that I like about her is, ironically, the thing that Jessica critiqued about her. Hi, Big D.
Hi, ladies.
How's it going?
I'm just here listening. I love listening to you beautiful women. I love it.
Oh my God.
I already did my forte, so I'll be dropping that tomorrow, but I want to join your guys.
Well, thanks for,
should I flip it? Is that better? Oh, that's better.
Oh yeah, that's better.
Oh yeah, so much better.
Okay.
Thanks for being here, Big D.
No, thank you guys for inviting me. I always love being a part of these conversations.
We know. At dinner like an hour ago, but
yes,
we were basically just talking about Ameerah, and long story short, Jessica was like, it doesn't seem like she's that big of a fan of the show, and her answers were very safe. And so then I jumped in and I said, she does look a bit naive, but maybe she just has like a youthful looking face. We'll see. I hope she isn't a naive player. I want her to do well, but she gave very safe answers. And to me, again, Big Brother is a game of self-awareness and self-understanding. So if you know that you're a person that plays things safe and naturally goes by the book, then don't come into this game trying to convince yourself that you're something then you're not. Otherwise, it's going to be confusing to you. It's going to be confusing to others, and it may raise some red flags. So at least she knows herself.
Right. Yeah, I agree. I think it's good that she doesn't know the game as well. I like people like that.
Really?
I think that having a little bit of knowledge is okay, but when you're like, I watch every episode, I know every single thing. I think it could bite you. I think it could bite you in the ass in the game of Big Brother. So I think that with her not knowing, and I think I saw a little bit of her interview, I think she sounded like she wanted to go with majority of the house or whatever. I think she's going to play low because she's like, I'm going to play low. And then once I can like have my moment, she's going to have her moment. I think that's what's going to happen.
I hope so.
Yeah. I don't think I think that, you know, like with the comments, I think, yeah, we can all agree. I think we all like her, you
Yes.
know, because she looks like a likable person. I mean, look at that face, look at that smile. She
course.
just looks like she just looks so nice. But
Yes. And I do want to
it-
say, Alyssa, the Alyssa you guys were talking about.
yes.
I mean, she's there. That's all I can say. She's there. I think
Big
I
D
think she's
is
gonna.
not an Alyssa
I
fan.
can't sit here and not put two and two together. She's Alyssa from Sarasota, Florida. You know, we have another Alyssa, Sarasota, Florida. Like, you tell me they didn't have conversation. I don't really care for it.
Oh, so you don't agree with people who know each other? Like,
I
I mean,
think-
because I feel like this season is very big on like a lot of people know some, you know, some house
I don't
guests.
know. I mean, I think when you look at like when I'm just thinking about. I don't know how your guys' experience was. I don't know if you guys knew anybody before you went into Big Brother.
No.
Okay. Did you, Jessica?
What?
Did
Did
you
I
know
know
anybody?
people?
Did you know anybody?
I
before?
did. I did, but I never really talked to her about Big Brother. I knew
Okay.
I knew Brittany from Big Brother Canada because we used to work as models together
Okay.
on the shoot. So I actually knew her before she actually got taken into the house, and when she
Okay.
came out, she explained her experience, but it was never to the point of, hey girl, like here are some tips. This is what you need to do. This is what you don't need to do. But we also have to respect that in this game, that's the beauty of it, is that there are a mixture of so many different types. And they do pick people based on someone who's a super fan versus someone they literally just recruited versus someone that might have watched 2 or 3 seasons. They want to have a mix, because if you just have all super fans, I don't know. I don't know how that
I agree with that. I agree
how
with
that
that.
would really look.
I agree with that. I think where I was getting at is that I think it's better when you don't, like you said, like you're friends with, you know, Brittany, but you didn't like get all the forte and like all the stuff. I think it's better when you go in not knowing you don't know anybody on the Big Brother seasons going into the house. You could be a super fan. You can say, you know, everything like the back of your hand. Not a problem. I think it's just better like, hey, let me go in this game. I don't know anybody in the past, because then, you know, you're going to have a little bit of that like temptation to go, so like, what should I like prepare for? You know, like whatever should I prepare for? What should I be like? I just think it's different, you know.
True. Well, let's move on to our next one, Miss Brittany. Miss Brittany Hoops, and she's 32. She's from Atlanta. She currently lives in Austin, and she's a hypnotherapist. Big personality.
Yeah.
She kind of gives me. I think we talked about this, Big D. Like, she kind of gives a little bit of your Brittany vibes. Yes.
I definitely get a lot of Brittany. I get a lot of Sarah Beth vibes. I did watch her video, so now I have to say she reminds me exactly like Claire. When Claire, exactly like
she's
Claire,
like the hybrid.
She's like all three of them mixed together. Like she's like that. I think the twist that I'm excited for, she's from Atlanta, Georgia. So I was like, oh, okay, so she got a backbone. So I'm like, all right, I want to see what she gonna do. She got a backbone. She might come off nice and but she got a backbone. She remind me of Sarah Beth. That's what she remind me of.
What do you think, Hetta?
She looks like Sarah Beth, but personality-wise, I feel like she's a combination of Brittany and Claire. Just when she was like talking with her hands and voice and her head movements, I was like, oh my God, that is Claire Rafis. Like that's literally Claire. But I'm interested to see how she's going to play, because she is a hypnotherapist. And from my understanding, hypnotherapy is all about influencing the subconscious mind, something like that. But I hope that she doesn't get overconfident in those abilities. And I hope that she doesn't try to exert too much influence very early on in the game, because I think that's just going to paint a big target on her back and get her sent home. So overall, because of the fact that she reminds me of Brittany and Claire, I see a lot of potential from her. Fun fact, I actually recruited her for my preseason draft, but I just hope she doesn't do too much too soon.
I agree with that. And I could totally see that. One of the things that she said was that she wanted, like, she was going to be using her, like, kind of what she does for a living to really influence people, but to also make them feel calm and to make it feel like it's their decision and not something that she's putting into their head. To me, that is, if you can do that, like we're looking at someone like BB Can 10, like someone like Kevin, who was constantly manipulating individuals into thinking that they were the ones that came up with the idea. Like if she can do that, but this all depends on first day vibes, right? Because if people just don't like her off the bat, she's not going to be able to do shit. She's just gonna, it's gonna flop because like they're not going to like her personality. So I agree with you, Chad, in that sense. It's just like, hopefully it's not too hard, too fast. She definitely gave that energy. Like it was a lot of energy, like especially with the questions that she
she's
answered.
very like, I was like,
she was up here.
Yeah,
she's like, so
she was in it.
She was in the camera's business.
Yes. Yeah. Jessica, I will say, I mean, she better just hope that there's nobody there. Just that, like you said, like it only takes one person to call her on her bullshit, and that's it. Because somebody gonna say bullshit.
Oh my God. No, they did not say. Hypnotherapy is her only personality trait. It's a no. She'll just give the same as Caitlin Herman. But first of all, Caitlin Herman was definitely not any way of the sort of mind manipulator. She was very much the wusa, like good vibes, manifesting type girl, very, very hippie. But she also, like, let's get it straight. She also talked a lot of shit. So like she was very kind of, in a lot of people's ears and was always like here and there, and it was a little messy. I don't really see messiness in Brittany. And of course, when I say that about Caitlin, I say it with all the love, because it's like I know her, but so I'm not shading her in any way. But she was very, very much, love and light, and 10%, what was it? 90% love and light, 10% go fuck yourself. Like that was her thing. And I really see Brittany as just being this calm, cool energy, but she just happens to be very excited. Maybe she was just excited.
No, and that's fine. That's perfectly fine. Like I said, I think she's gonna do well in the game. I'm excited for her. I'm just saying, if she comes with that hypno whatever shit, and someone's like, this is bullshit, she in trouble. That's plain and simple. Because if she came, if I was in the house with her and she started that shit, I'd be like, no, she gotta go.
If I were her, I would not tell people that I was a hypnotherapist. That might.
She said she doesn't plan on telling people she's a hypnotherapist, but I forgot. If anybody in the comments remembers what she said she was going to tell people that she was. It's something weird though. It's like not an average. It's along the lines of Sarah Beth's like voice actor type of thing,
People just need to be simple.
But it was not a simple. Answer. It wasn't like I'm a teacher.
In trouble. Like they just need to be like, I do purpose.
She's a toy. She's a toy tester or something. A toy.
Okay. Cool.
It's a really neat lie. I like that.
I like that too.
But okay. I go into the house, bitch, and I tell you I'm a toy tester.
No, I wouldn't believe you.
Aren't you gonna ask me what? Oh my God, tell me about what you do. That sounds fascinating. Like what goes into toy testing?
Maybe she does that on the side.
Through that?
She's probably ready to go. I mean, she's ready to go with her lie. She's going to be able to sell it and whatnot. I mean, look at Hannah. She was able to say she's, into fashion, and, that was That was a lie. We saw everything she wore, but other than that, I mean, being a toy tester.
Not the shade, shut up.
It's honestly okay. I wore Big D's hoodies all summer. Or Calvin's hoodies all summer.
Or Xavier saying he's a bartender and he can't make a drink, but I mean,
You heard me.
So
he's a lawyer. He's a lawyer. I would have knew that she was not good. This is what I would have been like. Tell me your favorite toy. And if she tell me like some doll or like something like a stuffed animal, I'm gonna say bullshit, girl. Bullshit, girl. She better give me like an action figure or something compact, something that's so difficult that anime. She better give me something.
If you tell me you're a toy tester, the first thing I would probably ask you is like, oh my God, what's the strangest toy you've ever tested?
That's
like, give me a toy. Like, what kind of toys are you testing? Like, don't tell me some fucking like Jack in the Box, like a
of course. Well, my you know me, I would have been fresh. I would have been like, are we talking toys or are we talking toys, girl?
I
would have said that. I would have been like, what? Which one we talking about, girl?
That too.
Maybe she's a toy tester.
Toy tester.
I
don't know what she means.
Oh my gosh, that'd be hilarious. Okay, so we got our next person, Daniel Dirtson, 35, from Ontario, California. He's currently living in Vegas. He's a Vegas performer, but he's personally like he's a Elvis impersonator. He also has ties. He also has ties to Rachel Swindler from season 20. So she says that she has actually performed with him, and they're kind of in that same like performer community group or whatnot. Also a Big Brother. He's actually one of maybe 3 or 4 that are actually like a Big Brother stans. He says he's watched every single season. Yeah, what do we think?
I like him. I watched this video. Beautiful smile. Man, I mean, I would date him. I would say that.
Really?
Yeah, I would date him. We had to do something with that hair because that hair is too raggedy. But you know, if we dyed it all one color, I'll be cool with it.
Oh my God.
But I think the part for me is that he is from Vegas. He's a gang, you know, it's very someone said he's an Elvis impersonator.
Yeah.
If he he might play that up. He might, do that Elvis voice or whatever the hell he might do. He might play that up and entertain everybody. If he entertains the house and make it not boring, he'll do good. If he doesn't entertain the house and tries to game everybody, he gonna be out.
What do you think, Shadow?
Which, unfortunately, because he's such a big super fan, I fear that it'll be another Frenchie situation where he goes in, eyes bright, he can't believe he's in the Big Brother house, and then for him, he wants to execute 7 weeks of gameplay within 1 week, and that just paints a big target on his back, and he gets sent home. Socially, I'm not sure how well I see him connecting with the rest of this group of house guests, but he could surprise me. I'm not going to count him out, but nothing really stuck out to me about him, with the exception of he's probably like the second biggest super fan on this.
Yes.
Season. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah, he is. Someone had said in the comments that he knows the game really well. He's in the RHAP community, which means, Rob has a podcast, so he is kind of in that. Wait, did Couch Potato Queens, I don't know. Couch Potato Queens, can you confirm like what this means? Are you trying to say that he's bi?
Oh, if so, he can slide in my DMs.
Oh, I cannot with you.
Oh, I can find a man somewhere, so why not?
Big D, let this man get through the game first.
I mean, if he come with that Elvis impersonator bullshit or trying to game everybody because he's a super fan, he gonna be out because somebody gonna call him on that bullshit, and I know one of those girls are gonna be like, no. Out.
I cannot with you. Sometimes, and sometimes, yes, being a super fan works against a player. But if you're someone like, well, BB Can, I'm gonna keep on going to BB Can 10 because the recent winner, Kevin, he was a massive BB super fan, was in the RHAP community, and he was absolutely phenomenal in his gameplay.
Yeah.
And so it can work either. It really can work either way.
I hope he's funny. If he's funny and he entertains, like I know the live feeders love funny stuff, love a funny house guest. If he's funny, I think that will help in his favor, and he could be a super fan, and I think he'll be able to and play the game and still be funny and likable and go far. 100%. I definitely would give you that.
Absolutely.
He just doesn't strike me as the type that would be able to get his super fandom under control. I see him being a bit of, a firecracker.
Yeah.
But not in terms of explosiveness, but sort of similarly to, well, I already made the Frenchie comparison, and we've seen so many super fans go on the show, and they're very wide-eyed at the beginning because when you've been dreaming of something he said it's taken him 10 years to get on this show. So
yeah,
idealizing something for so long, when you finally reach that point, I mean,
it's like Frenchie.
Yeah.
What do you do with yourself?
Yeah.
So that's the only reason why I'm a little scared for him, but
I can see that.
Yeah.
We'll see. Oh, and so Cod Potato Queens did say that was a typo error. They have no idea of his sexual orientation, but they said that they thought he was gay initially, but he might be straight. Who knows? We'll find out so much more about them in the next few days.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Kim Matina. She says, I have opinions on these players. She was actually season 2 winner of Sequester. She played with Hamza and all of some big BB players, actually. She played with Jessie from BB Canada, Cindy with an S. She did play. She was phenomenal. One of my favorite people. I love you so much. Yeah. Let's go to the next. And definitely let us know what you think about these this cast too, Kim. Next person is Indy Santos. She is Brazilian. I love this. I mean, I'm going to start with just saying that I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's her energy. I don't know, but off the bat, and I hope she doesn't disappoint me, she's one of my favorites so far in this game. And the thing is she's only watched one season. And I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like when she talks, it just feels like very much home for me. And I'm not Brazilian, but it's her either it's her accent, it's her mannerisms.
Yeah.
She feels very sensual, very feisty, very, I'm gonna say my piece. I think I told you all this at our dinner, was that like Big Brother Brazil is very big. So I know that she definitely knows Big Brother Brazil. And obviously it's a very different game than Big Brother US. But I would love to see how it pans out. It could definitely be, it could definitely be that she's just going to be someone like a Rennie or a Jane or literally any of these girls, like a Janelle, someone who is not going to take shit from anybody, who's going to say her piece. Maybe the language barrier might be a problem. She might say something that might offend somebody. Someone said that she's so Kat Dunn. I do not see Kat at all in Indy, not one bit, other than just being the blonde bombshell, if that's, if we'll go by looks. But she gives me I watch Survivor. She gives me very much Abby Maria vibes, who is also another Brazilian who has played Big Survivor, and she was phenomenal because she was very much takes offense to everything. She's kind of very like, if you cross me, I'll kill you type of girl. And that's what I see her, and I see such beautiful chaos. I see beautiful chaos, and I hope she doesn't disappoint me. Okay. Anybody else?
Game wise, I'm not sure.
I can just continue. You all are like,
No. Okay, so she reminds me a lot of Betty from BB Can Twin, where I think she's going to
Oh.
play the game with heart. I think she's going to be stern about her decisions. I think she's going to play the game with conviction and integrity, and I love that for her. But I am a bit concerned about her lack of knowledge on the game, on the US version of the game. That's the only thing that concerns me. Because it doesn't seem like she has much of a reference. And then also, like, during those first couple weeks, at least in our house, a lot of us would talk about old seasons of Big Brother, and that's a way that all of us, or that's the way that a lot of us were able to build connections with each other. So if you've only seen one season and you can't talk about anyone besides people from BB23, then you're already having to sit out of, those important conversations that are taking place during those first couple weeks. And then of course you start asking about people's lives, but on day one you're not going to be like, so tell me about your children, tell me about your parents, tell me about your childhood trauma. That has to come naturally. So I feel like for the first couple days, couple weeks, we sort of like reverted to talking about old Big Brother, and I'm not sure how much she's going to have to contribute to that, but I am excited to see her play. I think she's going to be an alpha for sure.
I love her. I just see everything that we've been waiting for. People are not, the language barrier is going to be tough. And then there's going to be a lot of emotion and drama and not understanding and chaos. And I'm here for it. And I know she's not going to back down from nobody. She is going to be the one that we're going to be watching on the live feed, and everybody's going to go, oh my gosh, she just got into it with so-and-so. I already know it. I already see it. I already know it. I can't wait. Listen, I hope she wins, but yes, as game knowledge, not knowing, interrupting those conversations, walking in those rooms, making sure she's a part of the allies or what's going on, that's gonna hurt her. But I mean, she did watch BB 23, so I mean, hopefully, she learned a little bit. But I love her because she don't know how to say the ball man's name, and I loved it. She couldn't say his name, and I loved it. I loved every minute of it. I was like, just call him bald head bitch. Just call him bald head bitch.
Xavier.
Oh, she called Xavier Javier.
I loved it. I loved to know his name. I loved it.
Said that was her favorite player. Also something to note is that, and we'll touch base on him, but she's single, and there's someone on the season who's going to be in the house with her who actually had an ex that was Brazilian. So, and is actually likes Brazilian culture. So I think maybe she might even get into a showmance. Who knows? Like, she's very sensual. She gives me, and I'm not about that. I'm like typically not about showmances. I want to see, just a woman make it by herself. But if, I don't know, this is going to be an interesting, I could be totally
we
flopping
talked
with
about
this
this,
girl.
Jessica. I think me and you were talking about it. I really am praying that, like, I don't see her kissing up to nobody. I don't see her.
I don't see that either.
I don't see her relying on anybody else. She seems like she is going to sit there and, like, she ain't got time. You didn't hear her? She gonna yell at you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can see it. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Yeah. She gives me,
and
oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just saying with this Nathan, what Nathan has said is that Kyle's TikTok is strangely obsessed with Brazilian women, and I think that this is why they probably cast her to kind of be either his kryptonite or maybe something like, maybe in hopes of a showmance, maybe something,
I see her being the type sorry, I don't want to say the type, but I see her being someone who gets into a showman's, but is still so cutthroat with her partner that she would be willing to cut him at any point if she has to. And
Absolutely.
I would love to see that. Love, as a fan, I would love to see that. So
Yeah.
I don't want to say I have
Absolutely.
for her, but I hope she does well.
What Hellcat says, she's gonna make them do what she wants. She's gonna straighten them into shape, boss vibes. I would love to see
I would love that
something
too.
but know that she's gonna go into it, because I know some people, like some girls, go in showmances and then they hide behind them and they use them as shields. I want a woman to literally be unapologetic and just like use the man to be, to win, to win what they need to win, and just to kind of, who knows? I'm excited. I'm really hoping this.
I'm
gets
hoping
good.
too, Jess.
Good
I'm right there with you,
TV.
girl.
Good
We gonna know in 24 hours.
Right? Jasmine Davis, 29, Atlanta, Georgia. The cutest accent, this cutest Southern accent. What do we think? So cute.
I love Jasmine. I think she's definitely gonna be she's gonna be so cute, so nice, but she also gonna be very straight to the point, I feel like. That's what I'm getting. That's all I really have. I think she's adorable. When I heard her voice, I was like, wow, I love her. She's great energy. I just get worried because I'm worried about. I don't know how she's gonna do. I don't know how she's gonna do game wise. I think it's gonna come down to who she aligns herself with.
Wait, did you guys see this? Nathan's comment. Fun fact: Jasmine was an alternate for BB23, so I guess she was the other alternate woman. If that's true, that's crazy.
Oh, that would be interesting.
You could have played with her.
That'd be interesting to see. She said and as Rena said, she says she wants to align with the underdogs. She doesn't like jocks, which gives us a little bit to play with, because that means that she probably won't get along with someone like Kyle. Although Kyle is, and we'll see him a little bit later, kind of plays up a little bit more of a nerdy, not nerdy but goofy type. But yeah, we don't know much about her. I think she's there, and I'm hoping that. I mean, I love her look, and I love her style, and I think she's pretty and she's sweet. Said that she's gonna be kind of looked at as a southern belle.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say she seems like the all-American girl, the Southern belle. But I am completely indifferent towards her.
Yeah. I think it really another thing is, like, when she answered questions, she is very to the point as well. Nothing.
That's what I'm saying, but she's gonna be very like this. She's gonna be very like this.
Yeah. Someone also had asked, why is everybody loving Derek and Cody, and if we get told to watch season 16. I don't know about y'all, but I never got told to look at or to watch season 16. Did you?
No. Can I be honest? No one ever told me to watch anything. They were it was very like, are you a fan of, yeah, and I would say the seasons that I watch. No one ever sat there and was like, you need to watch this. Like, obviously I watched all the seasons and I have roommates, but I'm talking about, it just seems like when they were all talking, it was like I heard Xavier and Derek's name the whole entire time. Everyone kept mentioning them, and I'm like, there's so many other players, which I believe there's very great players, even players that did not win that are great players that I'm surprised that people didn't mention, but that's just my take.
I think that's a really great point to bring up, because I hate to keep relaying things back to BB23, but that is all I know. But on our season, you had a pretty good mix of people. You had people saying oh, Vanessa's my favorite player, Davon's my favorite player,
Yes.
are people from old seasons, people from new
Yeah.
seasons. But this season, everyone's favorite players are Derek, Cody, and Xavier, and
Yeah.
they're all great. They're all winners. They all, well, at least with Derek, he, as much as people like to say he's overrated, as hated as he is on Twitter, he did sort of revolutionize the way that the game is played, and he ushered in the modern era of Big
Right.
Brother. And then Xavier obviously made history by being the first Black winner. So I get it, but
Right.
also it's giving. I've
Yes.
only seen like 5 seasons. It's
Yes, that's what it's giving.
casual
It's giving
viewer.
very, here's my answer. I'm going to give you my pageant answer, and that's all I have for you.
Yeah, it's giving like I applied for this show not really having seen it. But now that I'm going to be on it, I had to go back and I had to watch those YouTube videos on,
Yeah.
Season 16, 20, and 23. And here I am.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you, I didn't like it. I think there's so many. I did like the females that did mention Janelle. I did hear somebody say Tiffany.
Mhm.
Also, I mean, I have to give you two credit. I'm surprised no one said Jessica. I'm surprised no one said Hannah. I'm just giving credit where credit is due. I just feel like there's so many other players. I didn't hear nobody say Rachel. I just feel like there's other players that were not even named that it is giving that pageant, like Derek X and Cody and Xavier.
Mhm.
World peace.
Yeah, for real. And like for, someone who doesn't want to work with the jocks and who wants to target them, like, why didn't they say Jessica's name? So I was a bit confused about the lack of diversity in their answers because
Mhm.
like where was Vanessa? Where was Vanessa's name? Where was Davon's name? The fact that they weren't mentioned once, the fact that Tiff was only mentioned like twice.
No, Tiff was only mentioned once. I listened to him and I was like, oh, I was waiting for somebody to say, I just felt like there was not even, and I'm not being biased because Tiff, is our friend, cookout, sister for life. But I just feel like there's Tiff, there's other players. I mean, there's Jess, there's Hannah, there's so many other players. Devon, there's just so many other players that were not mentioned at all, which I just was just confused. I don't know how you feel about Jessica, but to me, it was very. Girl, this is a pageant. I'm giving my answer. I don't know if like production told them, please don't say nobody else. Just these are the only safe answers. Are they worried about everybody else's we're gonna get attacked? I think one person said Dr. Will. Like I'm just like I heard one person say Daniel Reyes. I'm just like, there's so many other people. Like I don't have one answer. You can't tell me who's your favorite Big Brother player all time. No, I have it's like I got a handful of answers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, to me, it's like, there's so many Big Brother players. You're right. There's so many Big Brother players. So, obviously there's a lot of favorites. And I mean, like, who's for me to say, like, who someone's favorite is. It does surprise me when they say there's a favorite and then they immediately tell me that they don't like basically someone that is literally the person that they said was their favorite player. It's so weird. Like, actually this girl, I think it was her. Can anybody tell me if I'm right about this? Because we've just been all over the place today. But the girl that we just talked about, Jasmine Davis, was she the one that said it was Derek? And then she said Cody from season 19.
Oh,
it was that. I think it was her.
Yeah.
Can someone confirm that for me? If it was that's what she said? Because when you say you are with the oddballs, that you don't like jocks, but then you name Cody from season 19 as one of your favorite players, it's giving really weird. Mm-hmm. Because to me, if you're saying you don't like jocks, then yeah, you're gonna pick a strong female who, if you're gonna say I'm gonna put up the threats, I'm gonna do this, I like strong women, and you said all of these things and you don't pick a house guest that did any of those things, I
Mhm.
feel like that's kind of weird. And yes, Cody was an outcast, but not for those reasons. Like literally, he was a jock and he was a comp beast.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't have considered Cody at all as a comp, as an outcast in a way. It was the only reason he was an outcast. I mean, he was in a showman's. Like nobody wanted a showman's
Right.
in the house. There was, I mean, they also had, I don't know.
Yeah.
That season was just weird. Paul's season
Mhm.
was very, very weird. It was very, everybody followed. It was just very, very weird.
Mm-hmm.
The
In
fact that
any
we
other
call it
season that Cody, in any other season that Cody from season 19 would have played,
Mhm.
he would have been quite opposite of what he was on his
Mhm.
season.
Yeah.
Very, very,
Yeah.
you know, but
I would agree.
you know, that's the only weirdness that I see in some people's choices, you know. But I digress. We're going on to Pooch.
Mhm.
Hannah, I have a good question for you because I mean, Pooch considers himself an Enzo. And I know you love yourself some Enzo.
Me too.
So were you getting Enzo vibes from him?
No, he sort of reminds me of Brent. From
Oh no.
BBC. Well, just because, he's from the East Coast, he's Italian, he has the accent, I'm sure he has the mannerisms.
Enzo is also all those things.
Yes, and I mean, Brent's funny as well, but Enzo just does not take himself seriously at all, and this guy seems like he takes himself very seriously. In terms of game, I have literally zero opinion on him.
He's the one who said he watched a good amount of seasons. I think he started at, oh gosh, I don't remember, something
When
like
he
10,
was
or he started at when he was very young. And then
Yes,
he went back to watch season 2 and he like loves Chilltown.
he said season 11 or 12 when he was in middle school.
Yeah. He's also a football coach. He lives in Florida now. And he to me looks like a Jeremy from season 15. If anybody has seen that, he gives me like he has this Jeremy look.
Yeah. I would agree.
Yeah. Not too, I mean, I think he knows enough about this, this season. We have a good, who else was a football? Oh yeah, someone had said Dan from season 10, winner from season 10, was also a football coach.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he knows how to lead a team. I don't know. I'm just pulling for strings here. I really ain't got nothing to say about this man. He has insanely blue eyes. It's just like he looks almost like an Eddie Munster of sorts with that little widow peak and like those light eyes.
Yeah.
But how about you, Big D? Do you have anything to say about him?
About Joe?
Yeah.
I don't really have anything to say about Joe. I will not be calling him Pooch.
You don't want to call him Pooch?
Anyone that comes on the show with a nickname automatically is, I don't really care for. I hope I like him. I don't got nothing from game wise, but Pooch, I mean, it's Joe to me. I don't got nothing else to say.
Joe? It's Joe. Pucciarelli. So they call him Pooch because it's Pucciarelli. I'm gonna call him Pooch Poppy.
I'm gonna call him Joe. But Joe,
I'm gonna call him Pooch Poppy, and you can call him Joe.
Big D, didn't you?
Game wise, I mean, he reminds me of Brent, like Hannah said. Game wise, I don't know. We'll see what he got. I mean, he's an assistant football coach, so he's probably super. He's probably athletic. The comp is gonna help him. He's watched a couple seasons, so he definitely wants to be in like a alliance. I think he's gonna try to be an all-male alliance. I mean, boring, but it is what it is. So that's all I got. That's it.
Yeah, it is such an Italian thing to cut. He's just calling himself.
Also, Big D, how are you going to be anti-nickname when you came into the game?
I didn't. It's a lie. Mark my word. That's a lie. That's a lie. Okay.
Wait, so you didn't come in as Big D? Why are you
No.
Oh, you're right. You all called him Big D because it
Thank
was a
you.
Big D and a little
Look at
D.
Hannah. Look at Hannah trying to.
No, Big D, remember what you said?
Let me tell you
You
something.
said-
We sat down and we said, "Oh my God, there's two." Don't try to, Hannah. I watched the season twice because I love watching you when you go home. So I watched it twice. So listen, we sat there and we go, Derek. You go, "Oh my God, we had two Dereks." I go, "Or I guess you guys can call me Big D." And then you guys were like, "We'll call Derek Little D." And everyone's like, "Oh, let's not call him Little D because we don't want to." So he got a little D. So we're like, "All right, we'll call him something else, Baby D." And he's like, "Oh, Baby D, sure."
But you were more so like, just call me Big D. It wasn't like, well, I mean, I guess you were in.
Was it? Go look at my description. Somebody take a screenshot. Look at my description. It says Derek Frazier. It does not say Derek Big D Frazier. This one says Joe Posh Papalani.
Not Joe Papa. Joe Pooch.
Joe Pooch. I mean, like I said, Joe,
Really?
I wish Joe the best of luck. I think he's going to do well. He'll be athletic. That's all I got for you. Okay.
Gotcha. Okay, let's see. Jessica disappeared. Hi, Jessica.
We had some people. We had a. I don't know. We had some spam, and I was trying to get rid of it for some reason. It kept on telling me to time. I was timed out, so I had to like refresh. And what did I miss?
No. You didn't miss something. We were just saying. I was just telling Hannah just like how the conversation came about. Like when we found out we had another Derek, when we were all introducing ourselves. That's when we were like, okay, well, I guess you. I was like, I guess
Little D.
Right, and then they were like change it to Baby D and Big D, and then that's when I started rolling around throughout the house, like, oh, you guys can call me Big D since we have another Derek. That's all I was saying. But Pooch, Joe, wish him best of luck. Let's see what he does. I'm getting I'm going to work with all the men type of vibes.
Someone said we're going to call him Pooch Spice.
Oh,
you know what? Pooch Spice sounds nice.
Pooch
or
Spice.
Poppy Spice. I'm
Poochie,
cool with that.
Poochie. Pupalini. Oh my gosh. What is it? Pucciolini. Okay. Okay. We're just let's go on to the next one. Kyle
is very much giving me Derek X through and through. Even looks wise, they don't look alike, but they do look alike. I don't know. They have the same style, maybe like the same way that they present themselves. But from the interview that I watched of his, it seems like he has a very solid understanding of his strengths, his weaknesses, and the fact that your strategy should be adaptable as you progress throughout the game.
What's his weakness?
His weakness would be Brazilian women. He is the one. He is the one who has a weird.
Does he have a TikTok?
He does. He has over 500. I think he has like about 500,000 followers on TikTok. Weirdly, it says he's unemployed, but he has all of like these weird videos. He's dancing.
Okay.
He's dancing like reggaeton, or he's doing like some, I don't know. It's just like it's very interesting. I haven't watched all of it, obviously, because it's been one day, not even.
Oh yeah, no, girl.
But we'll get on it. Don't worry. In the next couple of days, we'll be on it. He is very much social media. He's an influencer, which is weird. Why he would say unemployed, because that still is employment. There are a lot of people that would consider themselves influencers.
Girl, I'm unemployed. I'm a social media influencer. I'm unemployed. I make sure I'm unemployed.
Yeah, I mean, but TikTok. He's a TikToker. Like TikTok is a job. Like he could get paid quite a bit of money on TikTok.
Oh my God, Brittany's gonna be so excited to meet him. I know she's gonna be ready to do 1,000 dance videos with him.
Another thing. Really? They would say a weakness is his ego. Maybe I think he plays the quirky yeah, like how you said, Chada, maybe he does give a little bit more DX vibes because he's a little quirky and he has this thing, but at the end of the day, he could take off his glasses and take off his shirt and people would be like, ooh, papi, like kind of like maybe we'll find him attractive, you know. He does have that body. He does kind of, I mean, girls were kind of looking at him like they were very, very impressed. But Twitter has been recently trying to cancel him because they found out that he's a MAGA, that he's MAGA. But this will be very interesting to see. I mean, you need a little bit of everybody on this show, right? You can't, like, it's not going to be, I mean, I don't know how fun it would be if everybody was a Democrat, but I mean, y'all had some, you know, not everybody on each show believes in the same things. So
no, every season's different. Every single season has people that are Democrats, people that are Republican. I mean, I'm gonna wait until it comes out the horse's mouth or there's some type of, you know, documentation. The only thing that's getting me is he's a TikToker. So he's there to he's gonna be doing a lot to make a name for himself, build his fan base, and he might get too distracted with trying to build his fan base than to be playing the game of Big Brother. So that's the only thing I got. But hey, like, he's probably super athletic, great at things. That's all I got. He might be the entertainer that everybody's waiting for. Because right now, I'm still looking for the big D of the season. Who's going to entertain the house? Who's going to entertain the live feeders?
yeah.
So
plus, you would all be very surprised. Some of y'all faves are MAGA and Republicans. So the fact that people, you know, the fact that some people are like, oh, we're going to cancel him. He's, you know.
I'm not canceling nobody until it. I still won't cancel nobody. I can't judge people on what they, you know, what they believe in or what they're into. I judge what comes out your mouth. You know, what comes out your mouth. Are you this? Are you all about, you know, taking women's rights away? Like that. Those are the things that I'll judge.
I have a feeling that I have a feeling that Big Brother is going to definitely turn off the cams for that conversation.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Well, did they even know? Weren't they taken into sequester after it was revoked?
Yes.
Or sorry, I'm sorry, before. I'm pretty sure they were taken into sequester before, right? Or maybe not.
No, I feel like it's been 3 weeks since that's happened. Has it been 2, 3? No, maybe it has been 2 weeks. Maybe they did.
For what? I'm sorry. Say that again.
We were asking if they even know that it's been overturned. They might have already been in sequester by then, so they probably don't even know that it's been overturned.
Yeah, they probably don't know, or some of them know because remember, we come in staggered at times.
Yeah.
We don't all come on the same day, so somebody probably knows. Just like I was able to tell Brittany, like, oh, so-and-so made the gymnastics team before I left. I was able to talk to Brittany about gymnastics. She didn't know because she was 5 days earlier than I was. So
got it. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see on that. But he's definitely going to be a comp. He might be a comp beast. He's probably.
He will.
One of those undercover jocks of the season. I'm gonna deem him as maybe the Scotty of the season. You know, kind of because Scotty is like mega buff and like a lot of people didn't know. I'm like he was a big comp beast.
Yeah,
and he
wore glasses.
He just wore glasses, and a lot of people saw him as like that was his thing, like the nerdy virgin. But he actually was a beast. So we're gonna pass Marvin because this one is the one who will no longer be in the house because he was on America's Got Talent.
So random.
It's so annoying. Is that why he got taken off? Because he's on America's Got Talent?
We don't know. We're still trying to.
I was annoyed. His accent was lovely. I would have loved to hear him and what's her name have a conversation.
Oh yeah, and Indy.
That would have been great. I would have watched that all night.
Yeah, I'm like his Nigerian accent. I would have
Mhm.
loved. I would have
Love,
loved
love,
I was
love
to.
really
it.
looking forward to both Marvin and Indy just because a lot of Americans are immigrants. And
Yes.
Big Brother's supposed to represent the fabric of American society. And
Mhm.
have they had immigrants on the show before? Or people who have emigrated recently?
Mm,
That's a
Not
good
that I can
question,
think of.
you know?
Not that I can think of. So I
I'm
was
trying to
really looking
think.
forward to the two of them.
Not your season, not my season, not 20. Okay, not 20. Not 19. Not 18. No, 18. No, I mean I can't think of any. I can't think of any on the top of my head. If anybody knows, just let us know.
Yeah.
But you're right. Oh gosh, I don't even know if I can send me this one. This one, Matt Turner Turner. Matt
Mm.
Turner and this hair. My goodness, he's giving me Harry Potter.
Please don't disrespect Harry Potter like that.
Right.
No, I
That
didn't
shit
say
is
I didn't say he looked like Harry Potter. It's just giving me very like he could
it's
be
a
one of the
mess. It's
wizards.
giving a
Like
mess. It's giving a
it,
mess. It's
it
giving a mess.
maybe.
Production should do something with it. It's a mess.
Well, so this right here, he says, right? So he's a youngin, he's 23, thrift store owner. This is what we were talking about. Like thrift store owner, we talk about he owns a Poshmark store and is selling clothes online.
He has a
No.
Depop.
Yes, yeah. No, but honestly, everybody's like, you did not just disrespect Harry Potter. Sorry, y'all. So,
I'm stuck
uh,
with him. I'm pretty annoyed. I'm stuck with him on my pool right now. I'm very
Mhm.
annoyed. I can't. Uh, mm. Go ahead, Jess. I'm sorry.
no, I mean, it's really weird. We don't, it's like all of this has just been so crazy. He's probably been the most problematic of the season so far. And this is who we thought was actually going to be out when we found out that there was going to be a new guy. We thought Joseph was taking the place of this guy because there had just been recent, claims that his sister said that he was the most vile human, saying that
Woo!
saying that he uses he uses slurs, and he had a recent some recent issues with the so-called Mr. Beast on from YouTube. It's been wild, wild. But when you look at it, his sister is here saying that he's a vile human and saying that he is the worst person on earth and uses slurs. And then someone on Twitter literally went through her Twitter and found a ton of her tweets of her using slurs, like a ton of
Let's
N words, a
Mm-mm.
ton
let let's
like
let let's
of
do this.
Mm.
I want to piggyback off what you said, Jess. Here's
mm,
where we're at. The sister and him don't have a fucking relationship. They don't
mm-hmm.
like each other. He ain't got no friends. He ain't got he worked with someone or whatever. They messy, him and Mr. Beast. I don't know the drama. But what I'm getting and
Mm-hmm.
what we're talking about, it sounds like from my point of view, and I think everybody else can agree on this, they don't like
Mm-hmm.
each other. So he probably sat there and said, hey, I have to leave something with somebody. I'm going to leave it with my sister. His sister's taking full advantage because they don't like each other, making it very toxic, saying everything that I'm not saying he probably didn't say, but she's
Mm-hmm.
also toxic too. The whole fucking Turner family is a mess. The whole entire thing's a mess. Throw the whole Turner out. We'll see what he does. Of course, my dumb ass picked him for on my pool. I know how to always pick the people with fucking drama for some damn reason or the problematic. So here he is, Mr. Matt Turner, and it is what it is. So, but we'll see.
True.
We'll
Yeah,
see.
we don't know his side. Obviously, there's nobody's been able to find anything that she's claiming.
Right. That's what
You
I'm
know,
kind of
people are
like.
saying apparently she was lying. I
She
don't
could be
know what
lying.
that means. You
She's
could.
a hater.
You know, there was a lot of it's crazy how the wildness comes out when people go on these shows because everybody just wants a, you know, when you're
Yeah.
hated by anybody, you'd be surprised at how many people come out of the woodworks when you're
Of
on the
course.
shows.
And
You
especially if
know.
you leave it, I don't even. My family's not good with social media, but I'm not leaving my social media with my family. I live my social media with my best friends that know me inside and out. So if they don't have a relationship and he's like, I don't know what to do, don't do nothing, just hold on to it in case there's an emergency. And she decides as soon as they drop this cast, I'm gonna try to get him ruined or canceled. She could be bitter. She could be jealous. We don't know their relationship, but he damn sure he'll talk about it when he get out the house. So make sure you get the first interview with him, Jess, so we can find out what happened. That's me as a fan telling you to get the answer, okay? Because I want the answer, and I want
find
the
it
sister
out.
too. I want to talk to the sister.
This is gonna be weird because like I'm from looking at his tweets, I'm not getting anything of like what he's being accused of, and he says that Rockstar is one of his favorites. Then he follows it up with Christy Murphy as being one of his favorites.
Right.
And then he says Cody Calafiore, or he's the one who called Cody California.
It's mixture. It's a very weird mix, but once again, it's giving me like I definitely watched.
And he said David is a legend.
David Alexander, our David that we just had a dinner with.
Yes, the one that we just had dinner with. It was.
I mean, he's definitely giving that he's an underdog. He's definitely giving. You know, he's definitely watched a couple seasons. Or guess what? If he's this so-called person, and I don't like to say. And let me put this out as a disclaimer: everything we're saying is just us going off of the pictures. We don't know these people. Everything could change once they get in the house. Don't take anything to heart. It's all fun and games, just like everybody else we do to everybody else every season. We're going off a picture. We're going off of what we saw on Twitter. I just don't. I always think it's a red flag for me if someone leaves an account with somebody and the person can control it and say whatever they want to say. I can't judge him unless you show me a receipt of him saying end this and end that and f that in. I can't sit there and say that. But the sister is messy, so maybe I wish they would have casted her because she sounds messy as hell.
Look, yeah, and true, but look, this is the thing. Had he had these, if he talks with these slurs, if he had any problematic tweets, like I swear Big Brother would have found them, like at least on Twitter. Like they legit go through all of your social media. They tell you what could potentially be problematic, what you may want to consider, you know, either taking off or what they would red flag you. They would obviously go through all of that and check to see the type of, you know, how problematic you are. They do at least that. I would know. Now, the other parts, I'm not quite sure, but I do know that that's, you know, what they do. I'm specifically talking about these choice of people that is just like the most random of randoms. Because if you have someone like my favorite is Rockstar and Christy and David's a legend, like I'm like, wait, what are we talking about? Like, are we talking about gameplay? Are we talking about personality? Like, what are we basing this off of? And on gameplay, I don't know. I just don't know.
I have respect. Can I say this?
Absolutely.
I like that his answer, guess what, was not the Derek and Cody and Xavier.
No, that's very right.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
I agree with that.
And that's why I said I actually like it's not the pageant answer. Like he gave me people that I go, you gonna sit there and go, what? That's like someone saying, oh my God, Big D was the greatest player ever. Yeah. Of course, but people are gonna go, what? I don't believe that. You know, people would flip out. He said David is a legend. So something about David attracted him. and he felt like a connection with, and he was able to see David for what the game David played, or whatever. That's fine, but I actually like that he said an answer that nobody else said. That's all I gotta
True.
say. That's all I gotta say. But he's gonna be good and lying through his teeth. He's gonna be sneaky. I wouldn't trust him. But somebody in the house gonna trust him because they're not gonna see it. So
Wait, David was the joke? Was he really trolling? I
Yeah.
didn't get that.
oh, he was trolling?
No, he was trolling. Like, remember how I always talk about, Raven being my queen or Victoria being my queen? I think it was one of those. I don't think he was being serious.
Oh. Oh, he fooled us. So
I
good. He's gonna do
did-
good in the Big
I
Brother
did
house.
not. I did not.
I didn't know
At least
that.
Okay, we shall see.
at least
okay.
I think okay, and we got dang, we still got a while. Okay, let's go through these really fast.
Yeah, let's speed it up.
Michael, yeah, because we've
He's
been
going
on
to
here.
sleep.
Michael, I know before Hannah just starts to go to sleep. Michael Berner and his cat and his cat shirt. I love this so much. Attorney 28. He's a big Brother fan. He's a stan. Has watched everything. Loves all of the strong females.
Yeah.
Named off so many female players, like amazing. He reminds me kind of like a Kevin from BB.
that
From
part.
BB Can. Hopefully he'd be able to, pass by and be every girl's little bestie and
Yeah,
be
he's
able
gonna
to
read
manipulate
everybody. He's gonna read everybody for Phil. He gonna read all the dudes for Phil. He gonna read everybody from Phil. I wouldn't be surprised if he has a Braden. I forgot. Is it Braden? No, what's his name? Damn, God, who's the one who had to fight with Rachel? What's his name?
Oh, Reagan.
Reagan. Thank you. He probably gonna have a Reagan and Rachel moment, but probably not with the females because he's there for the females unless somebody gets on his nerves because he's an attorney, he's gay, and I ain't got nothing else to say. He gonna come for everybody. He gonna read them for filth. I wouldn't be surprised.
Drew's watching. Hey, Drew. He says, looks like
Drew.
Peter Brown. He said, looks like Peter Brown. He does. He's giving Peter Brown vibes.
Michael is absolutely giving Kevin from BB Can 10. And he's actually my winner pick in one of my other drafts. Not the draft that I have with Big D.
He's one of my winner picks for one of my drafts as well. I decided to go. I was like, I'm getting good vibes from him. I'm hoping like he gets it. Tracy just said that McCrae tweeted that he used to work with Michael in escape rooms a few years ago. Says he's if you're working in escape rooms, we
just did one, girl.
Yeah.
If you're working in escape rooms, that's like attention to detail.
That's true. That's very, very true. So for comps, that may come in handy, but in terms of like the strategy and sociability of Big Brother, I don't know how far that's gonna get him. And I misspoke. This is actually my winner pick in my draft with Big D. So I'm definitely rooting for him. I'm not rooting for him the most, but just based on the history of this show and the types of winners that we've had in recent seasons, I do believe that he's capable of winning.
I agree.
Agreed. Let's go to Mr. Monty Taylor. Personal trainer Monty Taylor.
And I got stuck with Kylan and Xavier. They could have gave me him.
Oh, you stopped.
I mean, I got stuck with Kylan and Xavier. Listen, they could have put anyone in the house, but no.
They could have put Monty. They could have put Monty in the house.
They could have gave me Monty, and I would have been so happy.
Right?
Oh, really? Oh, gosh. He would have. I mean, we don't know much about him. He's watched a few seasons, not all of them. So we know he's kind of a fair weather. He's nice to look at, though.
Honey, please. He's a personal trainer.
Yeah,
Okay.
someone's like Monty is such a zaddy.
He's
A
he's
piece
giving
of
me. I
cake.
can't wait. I'm just praying he's not going to, because he's a personal trainer. I mean, some personal trainers are nice, but some can be a dick. So I'm just hoping he's the nice one. That's all I can say. Game wise, I heard who he liked. He's definitely gonna use his charm to help him get far. I don't think he's gonna like go crazy on the comps. That's all I got. Sleeping Beauty, what you got? There's your answer.
What?
I asked you what you got.
No, Chada didn't just like fall asleep on live TV.
Yes, she did.
Wait,
She
what?
said I played Big Brother. Y'all kept on watching me sleep.
Amen. At this point, there's little that the internet, hasn't seen me do. But what did you guys say?
I just to wrap it up.
Monty.
I just said real quick. I said personal trainer. I say usually are nice or can be an asshole, but I'm hoping he's a nice guy. I think he's gonna use his charm to go pretty far. I think that he is not going to like go crazy on the comps. I think he'll win the ones he need to win and then lay off when he don't need to lay off. That's what I said.
Yeah.
Oh,
Agreed.
Jess?
He's just nice to look at. I don't know what he's gonna do. Typically, I don't like personal trainers like that. But if I was in the house and I was single,
Same, girl. Same.
I would have been like,
girl, I would have been like, Kylan, who?
Wait, I'm sorry. Did they say that? Wait, what? Oh,
Hmm?
Marvin. Is that Marvin? Someone said I thought Marvin was the Candace Owens person, and I'm like, what are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, not Monty. Okay, we progressed. We got two more people. We got Nicole Leog, 41, Fort Lauderdale, private chef. She used to be a cop. She was copping it for 10 years. What do we think?
I got mixed vibes. I definitely think she's going to be very, very attention to detail, very smart like Tiffany. I'm also a little worried because the cop thing makes me a little nervous. But she is a private chef, so she's about to give Ozza a run for her money in the cooking category. We'll see what she can pull. If she plays that card of I'm cooking for the house and doing the Ozza thing, she can make it pretty far.
Yeah.
The cop thing is what worries me a lot because she's just like she's very sounds like she's very like everything's by the book. If nothing's by the book, it doesn't work, which makes me like worry because it's the game of Big Brother. That's all I got.
Hannah?
I don't really know how to feel about her. I just worry that with her being in law enforcement, she could have that like intense energy that a lot of cops and police officers have, and that might intimidate the other house guests and scare them off. Plus, she is on the older side, so I don't know how. It's not like she's old by any means, but she is. I'd say she's the second oldest house guest because there are two house guests in their 40s and one is Terrence. Yeah, so she's the second oldest house guest, and I just fear that her intensity and her attention to detail coupled with her age might make it hard for her to fit in.
Oh. Alex also says she's used to being away from family and having to get along with crew members, being a private chef on a yacht. She's a private yacht chef. But yeah, you know what? Like, here's the thing with cops, like, or even though she's a retired one, like they can give it. It's very different, right? So like she does give me a lot of what people said. She gives me a little bit of Casey vibes. She gives me a little bit of Latoya from season 9 vibes from BB Canada. She gives me she definitely gives me like that kind of older energy, but also I'm hoping that maybe she she doesn't work with, because she's a cop, she's definitely going to be kind of a kind of more of a comp beast. Like her arms look ripped. She said she wasn't planning on telling anybody she was a cop, right? um but I fear that she's going to get along with the men, and it's going to be not, I mean, not that it would matter, I guess. I don't know. If you work with the men, who's to say? I don't know. I'm feeling kind of off with her too. Like, she's gorgeous. I think
Mhm.
if she can pull off a Tiffany where, she's kind of like the mom of the group, it
Yep.
may work.
Yep.
We'll see. We've
Yeah.
got we got Miss Paloma Aguilar. Aguilar, 22. She's from California. She's an interior designer. The fact that you're an interior designer at 22 is very impressive, to be quite honest. But
I said something different on mine. The video.
gorgeous. I'm not gonna lie.
Gorgeous.
Like, I feel like I've seen her before.
Maybe she's a
You
model,
see
or
something
maybe
else in
she
your
has like
video?
a large social media following. Who knows? But I have high hopes for Miss Paloma. I do see a lot of similarities between her and myself. I don't know if it's the age. She's I think she just graduated from Berkeley, and she said that part of her strategy is going to be going into the house, downplaying her intelligence, really playing up the whole I love fashion, I just want to be cute all summer. So in those ways, I feel like her and I are going to end up playing a similar sort of game, and I'm really excited to see how it turns out for her. Hopefully better than 5th place.
Yeah.
I did say I'm gonna say the same thing. I'm gonna post tomorrow. My video. I definitely said she reminded me of Hannah. She thinks she's slick. She's gonna
Not
try to.
slick.
I didn't even watch her video, and I already knew she reminded me of you right away.
Mhm.
If there's a big D in the house, she'd
Uh-huh.
be worried
Uh-huh.
because he's gonna see right through the bullshit. But if not, she'll make it pretty far if she plays that whole like, I'm just so young and I'm just trying to learn and I'm just working with everybody and seeing how things go. But behind in reality, she's a mastermind. But I did say she was like you, Hannah. I did I saw it. I didn't even watch her thing and I was like, Hannah all day. So I think she's very cute, very beautiful. I mean, everyone's beautiful. All the women are beautiful. Uh, the men, on the other hand, not all of them, but she's gorgeous. And she seems very smart. That's all I got.
Yeah, she said Tyler Crispin is kind of like the mood that she's trying to go for. She feels like she can see herself like Tyler Crispin, very like chill, cool, calm, collective. So
Mhm.
hopefully she can play that undercover type of game. I'm
Yeah.
excited. Hey, someone had said if there was any Asian representation, and although we don't have everybody's background, I'm pretty sure that Nicole is Asian. She looks like with the last name Leag, I'm pretty sure she could be Filipino. I don't quote me on that, but she would be that. Wow, I think okay, we have two more. We got Miss Taylor. Taylor Hale giving me all of the Bailey vibes right now in this picture.
Yes. Yes.
She's giving
Yes.
me all of that. Um, and she is, I don't know why it says that she is what is that? She's a personal stylist. She's big in the pageant world. So
Mhm.
she is a pageant girl. She knows quite a few Big Brother people. So she has been calling herself like a Big Brother fan, a Big Brother fan. She's gorgeous.
I think Taylor's gonna wear them out. I think Taylor gonna wear them out, or it's going to be. I'm a little worried that it's going to be like a Davon Bailey type of situation where they try to boo her early, type of thing.
Nah, she's a little too smart for that. She does like have this. She says she loves Danielle Reyes is like who she said is one of her favorites from BB3. She also says Janelle. She loves like she's giving off this big feminine like female
Yeah.
empowerment vibe. I'm hoping I'm not wrong. Um, I think we shall. I think we shall see. I don't know what Chada would have to say with this. I think she like legit fell asleep. Is she snoring?
I wish. Look, her hair is beautiful. I wish I
Only
could put it on my head.
I'm telling you, this girl is all
I know her
all
hair
the
is everything.
vibes.
I like seriously.
I'm seriously hoping that she is not um anywhere near first boots.
No, I hope not either. I'm really excited. She seemed very smart. Seemed like she's going to bring a lot to the table.
Alex says that Kat said she won Miss Congeniality by vote from other pageant girls. And if you can get
That's
along with
great.
other pageant girls, then that is like that's clutch. So
I agree with that. I agree with
oh,
that
I
because
know
it's a
we're so
cutthroat.
sad that she's not giving. Sorry, can you hear me, baby?
I can hear you, baby. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I can hear you. It's just like I was reading and then I thought maybe we were off with
Yeah.
maybe there was a lag or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we will see. Oh my gosh, we are like literally Hannah is sleeping. I know it's so late, y'all. It's 1:30 by us. I'm surprised that we are even sleeping. But you know what? Hannah should be up because we're gonna be partying till way later than this tomorrow. Look at she woke up. People want to hear what you need to say about Taylor.
Oh, wait. Did I miss someone before Taylor?
No,
No.
girl.
Oh, okay. I did have a long semester. This is correct. Plus, I've been traveling all day and I did not get any sleep last night. So I am incredibly tired. I will not be
Absolutely.
going out after this. I'm going to take my little behind to bed. But Taylor, I am so excited to watch her play. It seems like she has a great, solid understanding of herself as a player, of the game in general, and she's very I don't know, she's just very regal when she speaks, and I can't wait to bear witness to that for hopefully the next 3.5 months.
Yeah. Great answer. I'm obsessed. I love the way she talks. I love the way she is.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, Jess, if girls in the pageant world can vote for her, which is very cutthroat, I know it's very cutthroat. That's telling you that her social game is going to be strong. Like I said, I just hope that people don't. This cast is so weird. I'm just hoping they don't like look at her and be like, okay, we need to get her out because she's too smart, she's too pretty, she's too everything. Like she's like perfection. So I'm just hoping they don't look at that and be like, send her home. That's what I'm hoping for because this cast is weird. Like,
but here's the thing: I feel like all the women on this show are like exceptionally beautiful. Like,
oh, for sure, for sure. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so I don't think that Taylor will like stand out as like, oh, we need to get her out because she's beautiful. Well, I don't know anymore. Girls just be hating on each other sometimes.
People hate like you. Even though we took classes about being biased and stuff like that, unfortunately, this is how the world is. People look at every little detail of you, especially everything is enhanced when you walk into the game of Big Brother. So you're looking at every little thing. It could be the way you talk, the way you dress, the way your hair is, the way you hold yourself, and plus your personality and stuff like that. Like everything has to match or and flow, or it can also be a little bit too much, perfection, or make you a target. That can happen to any house guest. I'm not just saying her. Anybody can be like that. If Hannah would have came in super, super smart, Uh, you know, her, you know, she knows everything. She
Yeah,
is
Hannah knew
good.
how the Hannah we see
Correct.
now is not the Hannah that you saw on the show.
Correct. That's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
right,
Like,
Hannah. Like Hannah, I remember
yes.
Hannah telling me that she had to put her hair in her space buns to kind of make herself
Correct.
look more youthful and
Correct.
kind of deemed herself a little bit lower so she can like
Yes.
feel like the little sister. Chana
Yes.
now, like she be with her nails and her hair is different every other week, and she's just be giving
Um.
all of this, child. She's
While
Yeah.
I'm
giving all of
sleeping.
it.
While I'm
Right.
sleeping.
Yeah, watch it
Yes.
sleeping. So that's what I was getting at, Just that's what I mean. Like, and
Mhm.
it's beautiful. Like, absolutely, every single woman is beautiful. Like I think every human in the world is beautiful. But you know, like I said, I think that everything plays into key. Just like, you know, I would when I used to tell, I was like, "Girl, work on your face because people gonna pick up on that." Like
Yeah.
everything plays into key. Your personality, how you dress, how you act, everything. So that's
Mhm.
what I'm getting at. If she comes in like super, super smart, she's winning at these comps, which is fine. Janelle
Yeah.
was like that. That's
Mhm.
perfectly fine. But you know, it could probably hurt her in the long run where we want her to make it to the end and then she don't make it to the end.
I agree 1000%.
Yeah.
Someone said
Also, oh,
Danny said, I would love if we could at least get one season as Girls Alliance.
amen.
Shut up.
We've been waiting.
Yeah.
No, I was just gonna say, Big D, that's a great point because in Big Brother, literally everything that you do is being analyzed
Yeah.
by the other house guests. Like
Yes.
something so simple as like brushing your teeth or showering. Like people are watching you and they're forming opinions based on what they're observing from you. So
Peas or pasta.
you have to, yeah, and that was intentional. Like that was part of my strategy because I wanted to make you guys feel like I was dependent on you. So I would do things like that, and that did affect your guys' perception of me. So
See,
um,
that's what I'm saying.
you really just have to be on it all the time. And I liked how she was the only one who consistently brought up jury management because that's such like an afterthought in this game for players. But I mean, you can make it to the end, although you have to make
Yeah.
sure that you can win
Sorry.
if and when you're able to make it to the end. So I liked
Yeah.
such bringing up jury management.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Our last
Final
one.
one, final, and
Yay.
then Chatter gets to go to sleep.
Yeah.
We
And
have
Adam.
Yeah.
we have Terrence. We have Terrence Higgins. He's 47, currently the oldest in the house. He's the
Mhm.
oldest one in the house.
Mhm.
He's a bus operator. He's from Chicago, which is my hometown, my and Chada's hometown.
Mhm.
One thing that I don't know enough yet because I'm still gathering information on him from Chicago because I already know that there are a few people that I know in my circle that know him. He's a in the backdrop. He's a DJ, which people might not know. He's a
Mhm.
podcaster, which I thought was very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he seems very passionate.
Mhm.
What do you all think?
I like them. I think I found the entertainer of the season.
Mhm.
I think Terrence is going to entertain the live feeds. I think he's going to use his charm and humor. He's a bus driver, so he really ain't got no time for bullshit, especially in Chicago. So he's going to be very straight to the point. I think he's going to be a mixture of Tiffany and Big D put together.
That's an
Yeah.
interesting yet lethal combination. I'm just
Yeah, that's the vibe I get. That's the vibe I get. But he knows his knowledge. The one thing that stood out to me that he said was he does not want to go against someone easy at the end. He wants to take the person that he
He did
believes
say that.
is the competitor, and people like that. That's fine. He wants to do that. Great. So hopefully he plays a good game so he could do that at the end. But if he don't play a good game, he better he better take the easy person at the end. But if he plays a good game and he knows jury's good and he won stuff, great. I'm excited for him. I'm very excited for him. So I'm gonna call him Big T because Big T is a DJ. So I'm excited.
Hey, well,
Hmm.
his nickname, and I don't know if he's gonna say this on the show, but his name is Showtime. His DJ name is Showtime. So
I
they
love that.
call him Terrence Showtime Higgins. I don't know.
Hmm.
So if anybody wants to look him up, is Terrence Showtime Higgins.
Hmm.
That I found that interesting. I'm gonna get more information on him. My girl says that he used to live next door to her cousin and they party together all the time. Like he's a DJ.
Hmm.
She used to do his designs for his logos and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I like that because I know it's like I like it when I know people who know people. Like I like that 6 degrees of separation. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna be looking out for him.
Someone said they're gonna call him the dad of the house. So
Probably.
They always do. They called me Mama Jess. You know, they call. I don't know. Did you all kind of look at Tiffany as like the mom?
No.
no.
No, because I feel like she
No,
did. Like she was always doing people's hair.
No, she made that clear week one. She did not want that. Because Tiffany didn't want nobody to know she was older. So, you know.
We also all thought that Tiff and Azza were less than like 5 years apart for the longest time.
Mm-hmm.
So no, Tiff was not the mom of the house. If anything, she was like the big sister. This guy, I feel like older people either do very well or they unfortunately end up being the first boots just because there's so much disconnect between them and the rest of the house guests.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the same applies for him. He's either going to go really early in the season or he's going to make it all the way to the end.
Yeah.
And if he does make it all the way to the end, I hate the whole in order to be the best, you have to beat the best. Well, if it's probably triggering for me because of the way that I went out last season whenever I hear that. But if you so badly want to be able to determine who's the best, then send yourself to jury so you can cast that vote. But I feel like it's not, I don't know, that can just hurt people's feelings. Like it can make people feel belittled when you're like, I actually am not going to take you because that's too easy of a win. Or I feel like you just aren't a worthy enough player to sit next to me.
Mm-hmm. I agree, Hannah. I never agree with that statement. I feel like that's just him reading the Twitter world and what the fans say, because everybody wants to be watching like, who's going to win? I don't know. They're both the best. Where I feel as though if you make it to the end, or I think everybody is good because if you made it that far, you make it past jury, you make the top 6, top 5, top 4, top 3, top 2, top 1. I mean, everybody is worthy of winning. They got that far. That's how I feel. But I think that's just a fan thing where everybody wants to see like, oh my God, this person won 4, this person won 5. They're so close. So it's like, if you got top 3, you got the easy person where you feel like they haven't won none. I could beat them possibly, depending on their social game. Or I take the person who's won a lot. I feel like that's just like that's him, Twitter, reading Twitter and the fans. No disrespect, just how it is. Because in reality, you should take the person you gonna beat. There's a lot of money on the line. It's nothing to play with.
Yes, Sophie Dofi. I am doing exactly what I did all summer 2021, sleeping my way to the end of this podcast, just like I slept my way to making history. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Don't take my line. It's
the shade, y'all. The shade, it's really y'all. Not the shade.
I'm tired, Miss Sophie. But
if you all know, it's like 1:43, and I mean, he was literally the last person. It's 1:43, y'all. We've been on here for 2 hours. I didn't even think we were going to be on here for 2 hours. Why I think that we always are just going to do something real quick is beyond me. It's giving. We wanted to do this just to give you a little bit of something because tomorrow is the premiere. We are going to be at the New York premiere with Azza. in Times Square. So we're going to be with quite a few, like I think there's over like 20 plus Big Brother people that are going to be watching this. And then we're going to be watching the Challenge premiere, the Challenge USA premiere right after. So when we will be recapping these first few episodes as well as the Challenge that we will also be recapping, will probably be sometime next week, but we wanted to give you a little bit of something for the fans because I know y'all want to get all that information and absorb all that information before tomorrow. So the fact that, thank you, Hannah and Derek, for even jumping on, given that you both have been traveling today. They both flew in today. I've been here for a whole week because I've been working from New York. So I have just a little bit more energy, but I want to thank everybody who is on right now, everybody who came on knowing that we did this hella last minute. So we apologize again if things looked, a little unprepared. We didn't have time for any of this, really. We literally came from a dinner. And then I did a podcast. They did like other things, and then they came from dinner, and then we just like hopped on here. So thank you, everybody. Make sure if you don't already, click like, subscribe, click to receive those notifications. That's literally the only time you're gonna know when we're on. We'll have Big D on again at some point. We also are gonna have quite a few different guests that and then also hopefully be able to interview those evicted house guests, and then do like those final interviews as well, those end of season recaps. It's a lot, yo, but thank you so much. We so appreciate you all. Is there anything you want to tell them? Oh, also follow all of us on our Instagram if you want to see what is going on tomorrow. I am going to try and I'm going to try and post some things on our YouTube. What are they called? Quick reels? I don't know. They're kind of like quick stories or whatever. YouTube does, if you want to see what's actually going on, who's with who, and what we're doing. That's the best way. Anything that y'all want to say before we head out?
Thanks for tuning in, guys. We will definitely be back throughout the season. Be sure to like and subscribe, and thanks, Jessica, for having us on. This was fun.
Yeah, thank you guys for listening. I just hopped in. Jessica, don't forget, I definitely want us to do Drag Race soon. And tomorrow I will be dropping me and I will be dropping the Douglas Show video reaction to the cast, which will be funny. It'll be all fun and games. So watch that on my Twitter and our Instagram page and all that. So that's all I gotta say. So Hannah Chata.
Oh, someone said reminds me of watching them in Joker's room this time of night. Aw.
Oh, I know. She wanted to be a Joker at the last second. It was too late.
I'm so sad that other people are in our home.
I know. That's okay. It's time. We have to move on. It's time.
This is true.
I know.
Okay. Well, bye, Jessica. Thanks for having us on. See you tomorrow.
I know.
Bye, Jess.
We will see all of you.
Good night.
Bye. Good night, everybody.
Bye. Bye.